think what women do or what people do is that we prejudge somebody based on their 10 things that we consider their dirty laundry. So we want to say, oh girl, I would never do nothing like that. But yet long, you still got your own dirty laundry. So you want to be better than somebody else in their with their dirty laundry. So, you know, like Charlamagne said, it's about getting to know the woman's story. You know, like who am I to judge that you a pole dancer? You know, you making $40,000 because I get mortgages, so I know you paying your bills off of your job. This is your occupation. You know, but on the outside looking in, you know, your mama don't want you dancing. You know. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do to get to the next level.
And we do have to have non-judgmental. You have to you have to have that some type of place to go, a non-judgmental place with your sisters or your friends or whatever that is, so you can come to, because like you said, we all fall short. Your dirty laundry, just because you did that, but then I probably did something that you said that you probably would never do. So we've all done something that we haven't. And I think you kind of related something. I would never do that, but Marguerite made a good point. And saying something about the the church thing, and I will say this about church, that is an aspect that I really have a hard grasp of doing. I'm a very spiritual person. I don't necessarily claim to be one religion or another, but I know who my supreme being is, and I know probably what's expected of me as a person. So I don't have to claim for me. This is me, a certain title of a religion. But what I don't like to hear, and I've heard it a lot, and it deters me. I talk to my mother about it a lot, about this subject. I will say why sometimes I would deter and leave the church, because I work in corporate America. I can go to corporate America every day 9 to 5 and get the cattiness. I don't want to come to church where I'm trying to come and be at a higher place and get that cattiness. So then it would deter me to leave, because my expectation when I'm going in, and I think this subject, I may have told you guys some of this before, but it stays with me to this day. When I was younger, probably about 14, I changed and left and went and joined another church. And all my girlfriends became ushers and things like that. I left my mother's church. And it was this lady, I just used to look up to her because she went to church every day, and she just did everything. Back to church, 3 times to church, whatever. So I was just like, she is just the best thing ever. And I seen and heard her do something, and I was shocked. And seriously, I guess looking back, why was I so shocked? But my mindset is that a person that goes to church that much and does that, they wouldn't do that. And then I guess since I'm bringing it up, and I'm 50 today, it still has left this sour taste in my mind about that. And I talk to my mother with that. My mother's a very religious person, so she'll try to, Audrey, it's not what you going to church for this, not the man and this and that, but I did expect something from the man. You know what I'm saying? So I did expect something. That was a little bit about the church thing, though. I see a lot of cattiness. If you listen to, I know I'm kind of going off, but a couple comedians we listen at, Corey Holcomb, he's really raw. He's just come right out with it. But he said some of the best women that he got, he go to church to get women. He said, because trust me, he said they fight over you. He went deep. He went deep about women in the church. And I was like, really? It's like, and that's like you to say, if you look at him, I don't want him. Me and my girlfriends, I can remember growing up, we'd be like, oh, he cute over here, but whoever he picked, okay, you got him, okay, you don't even think about him anymore, because he's now with my friend. Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me ask a question, and this is just something I'm gonna put out there, and it goes along with the learned behavior. Now, here in the United States, we come up as Christians or whatever your religion is, and we're taught not to do this, not to do that. But then there's other countries where you can have 12 wives.
We'll make sure you can hear you.
There's other countries where you can have 12 wives.
Sure.
There's
not here though.
I'm the thing I'm pointing out here is, like I said, you're a product of your environment. And you believe that because this is where you were brought up. But suppose you went somewhere and you had to change that because that no longer works. I mean, yeah, you're gonna always have the supreme being be a Christian, but that no longer works where you go. So how do you, see, for a long time with me, and still today, it's like, okay, we have all these different religions. Who's right? Because what's right over here is wrong over here. What's wrong over here is right over here. Who's got it right? So you have to almost indulge in all of them to see what's really going on.
That's another workshop.
Now, I'm kind of like you are. I don't claim one because one doesn't have everything that I'm looking for. Although you say all of this, I'm seeing it being different. Okay, people follow so long, and then here they drop off. They do this, but they don't do this part.
I think that we are mean to each other because there's something within ourselves that we're lacking, and it's a long list of things that we're lacking, and we talked about support, we talked to sisterhood, all those things, you know, it snowballs into who the character we are, and we don't know how to change that as much as we may want to, but we have to recognize the elephant in the room, and that's looking at yourself in the mirror.
Self-reflection.
Yeah.
It's how you're raised, you know, it's because I grew up with parents that weren't educated, and so, well, they I guess they really couldn't teach us a lot, and like she said, my dad was dark skinned and my mom was light, and so yeah, we were all like different colors, and you know, and it was seven of us, and but I noticed that my mom, she was really mean, and she was jealous like of the neighbors, and she would always try to outdo them, and so I think like you know, like I think you kind of do like some of the things that they did, but I just feel like I'm a native, and I just about everybody I meet is from somewhere else. Exactly. And so people I just kind of get a little offended when people
they
talk
say
about
it's people that come to Phoenix, but it's mostly the people that
everybody I meet is from somewhere else, and they're the same way, you know, like she said, it's just a natural thing, you know, to be like to have like the envy, you know, like and the jealous. So I just think it's everywhere.
I find that there's demographically, you know, things are differently, because when I go home to the South, I don't get that, you know, because people speak to one another, you know, and you know, they'll knock and walk in the, you know, it's very friendly and very, but when I come here, I have to remind myself I'm back in Phoenix, you know, and I need to force people to speak to me.
With checking our attitude. I always tell everyone, sometimes you don't even have to see that person on the phone when you pick them up, but they can really catch the type of person you are just by your power in your voice. You will be so amazed at how you can pick up the phone with one person and be like, hey, how you doing? And then that one girl, it just changes you.
You know what, sometimes I like to look at myself when I talk on the phone.
You do. I put a mirror in there.
Just so I can make sure that I'm not, you know, so especially if I'm talking to a client or business,
Right.
I have a mirror right by my computer, so when I turn sometimes
I have
just look at it so I can make
put
sure.
the word smile.
Am I talking while I'm smiling? Am I giving you something? Because it's a different perception
It's your
that you
energy
may
is
get on the
powerful more than
phone.
anything.
Thank you guys. We're gonna probably have to do another segment on why women are so mean, and just really think of solutions. Maybe just come to the table with solutions, because we all know the problem. So we just need to build on the solution. So once we keep getting the problem out there, then we just come with solutions. So we'll be back at you with Why Are Women So Mean, Part 3. Thank you guys for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Well, we're going to get ready and continue this wonderful sisterhood session. I am just so on fire right now. And I'm so excited to bring down another hot sugar mama, Sita. And as I bring her down here, this lady's comedy style is for the ladies. However, the men get a kick out of it too. Let's give it up for this sugar mamacita, Miss Regina Ivery, known as Miss After 5.
That's right. Thank you, DJ. That's right, ladies. Okay, your ears is not deceiving you. This mic is not on. But I like having something hard and black and long in my fingers. And as you can see from that and the song, this won't be PG. So we got anybody who don't hear no evil, speak no evil, want to see no evil. Y'all may want to go outside, take a cigarette break. But give it up for Audrey putting this together. The girls doing something positive for the ladies, which is what we need. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a lot of ladies in here, so hopefully y'all gonna enjoy this. How many of y'all in a relationship? Yeah, y'all like y'all significant other? Yeah, I hope so, because ain't nothing worse than being in a relationship with somebody that you can't stand, okay? Because when I used to live with my kid's father, I was always daydreaming about him getting hit by a truck. And every time he had an asthma attack, I was like, okay, Lord, here's our chance right here, right now. Take him out. Take his black ass out now. I was just going to donate his body to science, though. You know that art exhibit with the dead bodies? Yeah, I was going to send him there. So just when Father's Day come around and his birthday come around, I was going to tell my kids, get up, get dressed, we're going to see your daddy. Standing on this stick looking like raw meat. But yeah, I used to be married until I found out I was allergic to it. Okay, I used to swell up from fist fights, break out from tearing up furniture, gagging on being choked. Yeah, I had to go see a doctor about my allergies. He gave me 2 prescriptions, 100 milligrams of a divorce and 75 milligrams of other men. So I'm like, hey, I am cured. But I said if I get married again, I'm going to have to let my future husband know all my don'ts before I say I do. Like don't number 1, I don't wash other people's clothes. Don't number 2, I don't clean up Monday through Sunday. Hey, I got 3 jobs. I got 1 for the rent, 1 for bills, and another one to buy my hair. So hey. Don't number 3, I don't cook on days I'm breathing. And don't number 4, I do not do life insurance policies. I don't, because I talk a lot of shit and you was not finna choke me to death and get paid. I don't think so. Shit, well, what about the single ladies though? Where are the single ladies? Yeah, lonely, lonely, desperate. I know how it goes. You know what I think we need, single ladies?
What's that?
I think we need a drive-through for men. Like we got a drive-through for food. You know what I mean? Hey, you get to drive up to the menus and the waitress says, hi, welcome to McDick's. May I take your order, please? And you be like, yeah, that'd be one tall, dark-skinned brother with some muscle, some good sense, some good teeth. And can I get him with some extra skills and no baby mama drama?
Tell it.
You like, yeah, man, you need these side orders with that? Yeah, I need a side order, good credit. What kind of drink? A house. That's right, ladies. We like a man with some skills, right? Don't you hate when you get with somebody who know what he doing? I know I do. I be mad as hell. I be like, now that was a big waste of a sin. Okay. Now I'm going to have to put an extra $20 in the collection plate with my broke ass. I'm like, forgive me, Lord, here's another 20. I won't eat next week. And ladies, you got to give out directions too. You got to let a man know what you like because he going to get his, so you got to make sure you get yours. Hey, but if you're afraid to give out directions, you just put a map on your body like I did. And you're going to tell him start right up here at the 91. Take it to the 605, all the way down to the 405 and exit Cherry so I can get off. Don't be wasting my damn time. And I think I'm in love though, you guys. I met a man with an EBT card. I'm like, can you spell F-O-O-D? Food. He called me and said, where you want want to go on our first date? I said, food for less. Shit, we get the food for less. He gave me his EBT card and a PIN number. Let me tell you, I raped that damn EBT card in that store. I got everything. Shit, the next morning I cooked him up some eggs and some steak and baked him some biscuits and gave him some good apple jelly from Knoxberry Farm. I'm like, yeah, you my boo now until you lose that EBT card. Okay, we went from low income to upper low income. That's right. I love men, though, but I don't like bossy men. Men who always think you're supposed to do what they say. Talking about, oh, God created man before woman, you gotta do what I say. I'm like, yeah, God probably did create man before woman, but we all know there's a rough draft before the masterpiece. Hey. Then there's men that want to remind you they grown. I'm a grown ass man. And then he take his grown ass home where he lived with his mama. I'm like, fool, you need your own playpen. I like men, I like for real men. I like men that let you know when a relationship is over. I don't like the ones that ignore my calls, ignore my texts, ignore my email, ignore me knocking on their door, ignore me peeping through their window. Ignore me laying on the hood of their car. I done came to the conclusion, though, I just need a king in my life. That's a man, everything he do ends with the word king. That means when I get to his house, he's doing some cooking. Then we gonna start some drinking, which gonna lead into some licking, and some sucking, and some fucking. And I bet it better lead into some shaking. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Are you wasting my sins? You know, because ladies, could you tell those too when your man learn how to have sex from watching porn? Or a man, he may not be yours, but not you just borrowing for a minute. Please see if you want to lease them out. But can't you tell, because they have absolutely no foreplay, right? He just want to, you know, kiss one out and sticking it out. I'm like, niggas, it's dry. It's dry. I don't know, y'all. My mother was so shocked. She's still laying in her casket. That's my daughter. But no, you gotta let a man know what you like. You know, then they want to ask you something crazy like, baby, can you do what she doing in the movie? Hell no, she getting paid. You is not finna tear my shit up and ruin it for the next man. I don't think so. I gotta keep my stuff in mint condition. Because mint condition coochie get new cars, new house, and financial support. What the old beat up coochie get? A studio apartment, unreturned phone calls. No, I ain't going out like that. And they were like, baby, are you a squirter? I'm like, nigga, are you a spender? Okay, I can squirt all you like if the price is right. Y'all broke like me, but I ain't finna be broke for long, y'all, because I got a lawsuit going on right now for sexual harassment. Because this guy I worked for a week straight kept coming up to me saying, "Oh, Regina, your hair smells so good. Oh, Regina, your hair smells like strawberries and cream." So I got tired of that, went to Human Resources, filled out a sexual harassment complaint, and then my supervisor was gonna say, "Well, what's wrong with him telling your hair smells good?" I'm like, hello, it was Tyrone the midget. Sure, I just bought some coconut and lime so you can tell me see how good his is. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Anybody grow up with those mothers that never throw nothing away though? No, you, yeah. What is it? Mom, though, mothers who never throw, yeah, my mother, she don't throw nothing away, okay? She keep grapes till they turn into raisins. Milk till it turn into sour cream. I'm telling you, my father died 6 months ago. He's still sitting in his recliner. My mother be like, "Yo, daddy don't give me a liquor trouble in my mouth." I'm like, that's because that Negro dead. Me and my sister be walking by for breezing him. Shh. I'm like, okay, he good till tomorrow. But at least he stay hard now, huh, mommy? Hey. That's right, sure. And you think when you get older, relationships will kind of mellow out, be cool, you know. But I have two uncles, one 83, one 96. And they both just broke up with their girlfriends. And I'm like, how do you break up with somebody at the age of 96? Like your options are unlimited. I was like, hey uncle, I ain't seen Miss Ida Mae around lately. He was like, oh, I dropped that hoe. I'm like, hoe? She 99. Of course, she be tripping, she can barely walk, she got a walking wheelchair scooter. And he was all excited when he met it too, talking about he met a cougar. I'm like, uncle, that is not a cougar, that's a corpse. You think she having an orgasm, that's rigor mortis setting in. She came and went at the same time. And speaking of old man, I'm 52, and but one thing I noticed about getting older, you start to lose control of your bodily functions. Cause you know you had that dream that you peeing. But it's just a dream that you peeing. I'm like, man, I am really peeing. I had called Depends. I'm like, excuse me, can you make some thun-shaped diapers? I want to at least keep it sexy. Cause it's cool too, cause you can just like wet on him. He won't even know. He be like, dang, she fat down there. You know, he's like, I told you it ain't gonna be clean. I don't know how I come up with this stuff. And I don't even do nothing really. I'm just really like. And another thing about getting older, ladies, you can't be walking around town with additives across your butt talking about juicy. You 50, your shit dried up. You are no longer a grape, you are a raisin. You see people walking around town with bootylicious across their butt. Honey, your booty too long to be licious. Like my cousin got sexy mama. I'm like, heifer, you mean grandmama? Go change your grandson. And I shouldn't even start talking about 40. Mama's son be like, dang, mama, you need to go see a doctor about that. I'm like, shit, Dr. Oz said it's natural for everybody to fart at least 14 times a day. How many times you fart today? She don't even know. She need to go see a doctor now. And ladies, if you're 50 plus and you're still having sex in the car, okay, that shit is cool right there. I'm gonna tell you why, because it helps keep you limber, okay? Because you gotta put one leg out the driving window, on the steering wheel, the other one out the passenger window. You gotta bounce it up and down, boom, boom, pop it, boom, and just make sure you got some Bengay. Well, yeah, usually they younger guys, but you know, they just full of game, which is fun a lot. But I said, you know, I'm getting older, I need to settle down a little bit, so I went out with an older man. I'm like, oh my God, he walks slow. He talks slow. He ate slow. I'm like, oh my God, he is slower than constipation. Okay, and I was too through when he ordered a prune juice margarita. I'm like, he is constipation. Needless to say, I went home with him because I needed my rent paid. We all in the mix, and right in the mix, his back just locked up on it. Now here I am trapped for 5 minutes under this soft, wrinkly, droopy skin. Think to myself, this is some bullshit right here. I gotta get my old ass life together. Needless to say, he died before he wrote the check, but I'm like, oh, he gonna write this damn check right here. I took his dead hands and I put that ink pen in there and I check out for him. I'm like, look, and by the time the paramedics got there, he was like this. I'm like, look at all these pretty zeros. I'm like, y'all got them right, bagged and yeah, I'm out. Nah, for real. I am out. That's right. I'm thinking about getting my gap closed too, you guys, because I keep meeting a lot of guys with no teeth in their mouth. I'm like, well, maybe he think I got a tooth missing too. Because one of them gonna say to me, dang girl, you got a sexy gap like me. I'm like, no fool, I got a gap, you got a tooth missing. Okay, gaps is not chilling on the left. Not on the left. It is not. Shit. I know y'all hearing this stuff, but I did just start going to church, you guys. I had to, because I'm like, you know, God has done some remarkable and amazing things for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, I ain't never got caught stealing. I ain't never got caught cheating. And I thank God every day there was no witnesses around when I did that hit and run. I'd be like, thank you, Jesus. That was Star, that was actually me that hit you in the parking lot. I'm glad my friend didn't notice me. So that's what happens when you wear a lot of different hair. I got all kind of hair. He was like, what color you wear your hair? I'm like, nigga, what color you like? You want it long, you want it short, you want it red? I got everything but purple. You got purple, let me borrow it. I know, you know, they was talking about, you know, why women, you know, not supporting stuff. Sometimes people make it hard for you to support them, though. You give them chance after chance and they mess up, right? But it's only really one type of person that I kind of hate on, and that's white girls with bigger booties than me. I'm like, she done stole my ass. The hell, y'all ain't got a man. And I live in Riverside, and brothers don't give sisters a lot of chances in Riverside. I mean, shit on the ground get more attention from a black man in Riverside than a black woman do. Should a brother be walking down the street, see a pile of shit, he go, oh shit, a sister. My coworker tried to set me up with her cousin, right? I'm like, forget, I ain't been on a date in a long time. Let me get a free meal. So when he called me to set up the date, he was like, you want to go mountain climbing? I'm like, shit, only mountain I'm reaching for is a Mountain Dew. He's like, what about snorkeling? I'm like, shit, only if it's in the bathtub. You want to go hiking? I'm like, later for you. I know y'all be killing y'all people. I watch criminal justice all the time. They be killing people for insurance money. Well, first of all, I ain't got none. And you ain't going to get none on me. Right. Exactly. You know, black people, yeah, we may put you out. But come the first, we looking for you for your rent money. Like, dude, so it is looking for you for your rent money. That's right. Let me tell y'all a little story. I love smart people, right? It was 3 men stranded on a boat. They decided whoever had the best, because they had one hot dog left between them. They decided whoever had the best dream can eat the hot dog the next day. Okay, so they went to sleep, woke up, next morning they started talking about their dreams. First guy said, well, I had a dream I was a king and I had all the riches in the world. Second guy said, well, I had a dream I was Arabian Night and I had all the beautiful women in the land. And the third guy said, well, I had a dream I was dead, so I woke up and ate the hot dog. Like, he's so smart. Here's another one. This substitute teacher, right? Class already started. This little boy come in late. Sub said, why are you late? He said, because I was on top of Strawberry Hill. Second little boy come in late. She said, why are you late? He said, because I was on top of Strawberry Hill. Third guy came in, same thing. Why are you late? I was on top of Strawberry Hill. The little girl come in, and the sub said, don't tell me, I know why you late. You was on top of Strawberry Hill. She said, I am Strawberry Hill. Yes.
She didn't get online.
Me and you guys, I started doing comedy because I'm just broke, can't afford to pay for nothing, right? And I went to a comedy club one night and they said it was $15 to get in. I'm like, $15? I ain't got no $15. How am I getting in here for free? Well, I had these two sides talk to me all the time, right? I got my cheap side and I had my shy side. So my cheap side said, girl, put your name on the comedian list. You won't have to pay. Then my shy side said, girl, don't you put your name on the comedian list? You ain't funny. You don't have no talent for comedy. Then my cheap side said, fuck what she talking about. Don't worry about being funny and having no talent. Shoot, having no talent don't stop Beyonce from acting. Right? Because who in here really thinks she can act? Yeah, okay? She got enough going on for herself, okay? She a beautiful girl who got bomb body, who can sing and dance her butt off. She married to a rich man and she got a sister who can fight. So, hey. Better than that, to have somebody have your back. Yeah. Huh. That's right. Shoot. What else we got going on here? But y'all, ladies, y'all heard that saying, a man's rejection is God's protection? Yeah. Yeah. And I said, because I had one friend, her dude broke up with her after a year dating. He broke up with her. She been crying ever since. Every time I talk to her, she cried, oh, I miss him. I'm like, girl, you got to get over it. She said, but I love him, I miss him. I'm like, bitch, it's been 3 years, though. Y'all been apart long you was together. I mean, I know it's natural to cry and be sad for a little bit, right? But after a while, you got to pick your damn titties up and you got to stand tall, you got to stand strong, you got to handle you, and you got to handle your business. Hey, so then, if and whenever you get dumped again, you're going to already know that a man's rejection is what? That's right. Go home, cry in the bathroom. Not for because you just like somebody said, you have to demand respect from the men, because whatever how you let them treat you is how they gonna continue. And then when you change, if you don't nip it in the bud, when you change, they gonna think you crazy. You know, so hey, so if your man is not treating you like you the best prize he ever got out of a Cracker Jack box, yeah, you need to bounce. If you don't know your worth, you need to bounce. That's why I left mine. He thought I was a punching bag one day. I'm like, oh, you picked the wrong person. Okay, I'm out of here. And I ain't regretted not one day. Not one. I like living by myself. I don't know if I would ever get married again because I'm evil. I'm evil. When I get home, I don't want to see nobody for at least the first hour. My kids know when I get home, I say, oh, here come mama. My kids used to leave. Don't let me come in and trash ain't taken out. Oh, you laying up watching my TV? After I've been slaving? No. You can't have it. I don't even know why I'm doing comedy, because I'm like, I'm evil. But y'all know Teddy Pendergrass, right? Y'all know his song "Close the Door"? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how Teddy really came up with the lyrics. See, you know he an unprofessional DJ. I said, got a little camera. I said, wait until you hear me say, hit 3. Did y'all hear me say hit 3? No. On 1, 2, 3, we gonna hit Xavier. We're gonna okay. I'm gonna tell you how Teddy really came with the lyrics to Close the Door. See, he wanted y'all to think he was trying to make love to a woman, but actually Teddy was taking a dump. Somebody walked in on him. He was like, close the door. And he's like, that's kind of a catchy tune. So he's sitting on the toilet writing the lyrics, right? And you get the biggest hint at the end of the song what he was really doing, because Teddy starts singing, now hit it 3. Let me do what I want to do. All I want to do is make love to you. Let me do. Thank you, I'm Regina After.